Hey, Flo here with another IRL stream. Going to be reading Psalm 136 eventually at the top or somewhere. Whew, this has been a tough one. It's really steep here. But yeah, so let me get my camera set up. It'll take a second here. Always does. Okay, there we go. Super steep. Probably doesn't show how steep it is. It's actually less steep up than it is back down because I'm sort of on the area where it starts getting a little bit more manageable. So like down this way, it's ridiculously steep. There's a lava flow out there and a bunch of buttes. Let's see, I thought I just saw a heart rock somewhere. Maybe not. I guess I see one that's not that good. All right, so let's see if I can make it the rest of the way up. Well, I most certainly can make it. Sure hope so anyway. Like I said, I just reached the spot in this steep path where it goes from being ridiculously steep to, more or less manageable, but still steep by most people's measure. Hey, fun lover, how's it going? I am having fun, that's for sure. Maybe this was, it's almost a heart rock. It's not too terrible, but I don't know, not quite up to my standards. I collect heart rocks. It's kind of a tradition that I started with my mom, just collecting them for her, and have an absurd number of them now. Okay, we're almost there. I can't remember what the top looks like here. It's been a little while since I've been to this one. I didn't bring my hiking pole, which would have helped a lot on this slope. It's been pretty rough going up this thing. Oh, there's the view behind me. But yeah, you can see, like, that's right where I was just a few minutes ago when I started the stream. It just, like, takes a massive dive. Right at that point, it's kind of leveling off a little bit, and then it just goes straight down there. Pretty crazy. Yeah, it's funny that I can never quite remember what to expect. So it's always a little bit of surprise on these hikes. Some of them I remember very well because I have gone there so many times, but there are so many different places that I've been, some of them multiple times, some of them just once, and so it's hard to remember. Get a picture while I'm here. My other phone. Not sure what kind of lenses this other phone has. I need to find out. Might have a 2x zoom. I don't know. There's a number 2 on the screen in the zoom area. It's like 1, 2, and 0.5. So I know it has a wide angle, but I can't tell if it's switching different lenses though. That's the thing, because sometimes it's just cropping in on digital or whatever. So I don't think it's anything fancy. Not like the one I'm using right now for my live stream. This one has some nice lenses on it. Oh, okay. So here's another path down. I think I've gone that way before. I don't remember if it's any less steep or not. I could end up going down that way, but if this is the place I'm thinking of, I'm pretty sure there's another way down over on this other side that's cooler. Or maybe a little bit easier, I suppose. Looks like there's an actual trail, which is nice because sometimes there isn't. I just have to bushwhack through the junk. Looks like the signal is not amazing right here. I think the signal is good, just the stream is not utilizing it. Let me refresh that, see if it helps. Kind of climbs up when I just stand here. Not sure what that means sometimes. I think it means as soon as I start moving again, it'll probably drop down, but that's all right. All right, I got an obstacle here. Looks like some people have gone around this way. Could go under it. Not a fan of bending down under these low trees, so let me see if this path actually goes around it properly. Most likely. I don't remember that from last time, but my memory is not great. But it could have fallen recently, and somebody built that trail kind of recently. How great, the signal's junk again. Let's see if I can refresh it. Oh, I think the signal actually is junk here. So I only have one bar, so let me keep going. I sure hope it has a improvement at the top, otherwise this will be kind of a weird live stream. It's like almost no signal right here. video might cut out for a minute, and then hopefully it'll come back after I get up here where it's line of sight to some cell tower, hopefully. Oh, we're still going up. I thought we were getting close to the top, but apparently not. Whew. Even though this is really steep, the biggest struggle is not the steepness, even though it is crazy. The biggest struggle is the crumbly gravel and dirt. Just hard to get your feet planted well enough so you don't start sliding down the hill. Whew. Oh good, the signal is improving. That's interesting, I didn't know you could do that. Alright. Try this for a little while just for fun. Okay. Still not to the top, but leveling out a little bit more again. This is cool. It's so weird that this really doesn't look that familiar to me. I didn't picture it taking this turn and going up this way. I'm probably mistaking it for another butte, another mountain. Okay. I think that's good enough. On this thing here, the Heart Rock, that's pretty good. Get a picture of that. I try to get a picture of them wherever I find them, so if I ever choose to, I could make some kind of map later showing all the locations where I found them. Okay, let's keep going. It's kind of hot today, but it's really not that crazy. I think it's maybe like mid 70s or high 70s, 80 or something. I don't know. So I'm not feeling like completely worn out from this hike, even though it's pretty crazy straight up and stuff, but I'm just taking it really slow. And I decided not to live stream till I got near the top because I wasn't really sure what I'd encounter. And when I checked the signal down further, it wasn't that great. So, oh, hey, Dilmix. Dilmix. Thanks for the invites. Hope you're doing well. Signal's kind of up and down, so it might kind of break up here a bit. Okay. Yeah, we're still going up. I can see like it's gonna curve up that way to the top. So we still have quite a ways to go. It's one of those deceptive climbs where it really looks like you're about to reach the top, and then it's like, oh, nope. I think this has kind of a volcano crater. You go up this way and it sort of curves around over there. That's what it looks like. I don't know. I guess I'll probably do that whole thing. This is starting to look maybe like the one I was remembering. I just didn't recall how far this path on this side went before it gets to the top area. I think it is the one I'm thinking of, actually. Actually, I'm almost certain it is. Once I get up here, it's going to start looking super familiar again. Whew. There's the view behind me. I think, not totally sure, but I think I'm going to go down that way I was pointing at, down that ridge somewhere. It's not the shape that I quite remembered, but I'm pretty sure I'll end up going down that side somewhere. Yeah, this is the part that I think we're starting to get into familiar territory. Tons of volcanoes around here. I'm just walking on lava rocks now the whole time, pretty much. And down below, down back there, that black stuff, I don't know how clear it is, but there's like black stuff down there. That's a giant lava flow, goes for miles. So, yeah, we got lots of volcanoes around here. Okay, we're getting kind of leveled off finally, so I can go a little bit faster for a bit. Of course, just as I say that, I start going uphill again. Now we got a view, and the signal's pretty good here too. It's great. I'll have to decide like a good spot to do the Bible reading. So every hike I'm going on today, I'm going to do a short Bible reading somewhere where I have a good signal, preferably at the top. But wherever I find a good view is fine. I think, if I remember right, the way down on the other side is pretty spectacular, so maybe I'll wait till I get over on that side. So we got a split path here. I think it doesn't matter. I think it's a loop, if memory serves. Let's just cut through here, I guess. Yeah, up here at the top, it's not really as good a views, honestly. It's kind of when you're going up or down the sides of it, you get the better clearings and stuff. Let's see, let me make a mark on my map. I always mark whenever I visit these places, so let me do that real quick. So the video will probably cut out for a second while I'm doing that, and I'll be back in just a second. Let's see, what's the date? 6:30. Okay. Should be back about now. I've heard lots of airplanes out today. It's kind of weird. That one actually sounds like an airliner, bigger one. First two that I heard just on the last stream were just like little ones. Alright, yeah, right around here somewhere is the summit. I don't feel the need to go all the way to the exact spot. Done it a bunch of times. Well, not a bunch of times, but I'm close enough to say that I did it. And I'm just gonna head down this way, which I think is the trail that I want to go back. The only thing I don't know about over here is if there's a signal. I don't actually know where the cell towers are that I'm connected to. So that could be a deciding factor. If I come over here and there's no signal, I might have to hunt out a place for that. Let's see. That's not really a trail over there. Looked like it might be, but no, not so much. So I'm pretty sure this is the main trail that goes back down. I think I'm kind of already on that other ridge. Like I hit the top and now I'm sort of going down that far ridge that I was pointing to earlier. So there's a split in the trail here. I feel like staying right is probably the right way. It might just be a little loop around this bushy area. I don't know. Let's see. Let's keep going this way. Yeah, at the very top back there was not really interesting, so I'll keep looking for a cool spot. I didn't bring my chair this time. I just figured I would stand instead of sitting. So probably while I'm up on this ridge, I'll have a signal. I think I know where at least one cell tower is. I don't know if it's actually the one I'm connected to or not. It probably is though. And if that is the case, the signal might cut out once I start going down over here, which is annoying. Pretty sure this is the trail I want, and it's gonna look cool over here, but I might not be able to live stream it if there's no signal over here. Oh, well, that's weird. Okay, I guess it sort of keeps going, but there's kind of a disruption in the trail a bit. Okay, now we got a couple options. Got some kind of trail going over here, which I don't think that's the one I want. I think I want to stay to the left. Not 100% sure on that, but this looks more like what it should be from my memory. But yeah, like I thought it might. The signal over here is kind of weak. Ooh, slippery. Back on that gravel stuff that's super crumbly. Yeah, the signal sucks over here. Ah, shoot. Well, not sure what to do about that. Maybe if I turn, looks like this is turning to the left. The more it goes to the left, I think that's kind of the direction of the cell tower. So it might get a little bit better right here. Ooh, this is steep right here. This is going to be a struggle. I didn't remember it getting this steep. This is like basically the same kind of thing I came up on. Completely bonkers. Like I said, I don't have a hiking pole that's stabilized, so this is going to be interesting. Yeah, the cool thing about this way is the big lava flow down there. It's just kind of interesting to be right above it as I'm coming down. But the signal strength is terrible. Probably won't really be able to appreciate it. And it's probably going to keep getting worse the lower I get. If I see one spot where I have any kind of signal, I might have to stop and do the reading thing if I'm going to do that on this stream. Otherwise, it might be no good. It's getting a little better right here. If I could find a spot to stand, I'm like really on an angle here, so I need sort of a bump in the side of this hill. I could probably stand over by that bush, I suppose. It's not ideal. Actually, the lower I get too, the trees are going to block the view, so maybe I'll try to go over there by that bush. Signal's getting better right here too, so I think that's the sign I'm looking for. Just have a short reading to do, so I might even be able to keep my phone on this little tripod, but I'm guessing I'll have to pull out my legit one. Okay. Check that out. Hoping to maybe go over there today if I have time. All right, let's see if I can get set up here. Oh shoot, my battery wasn't plugged in for a while there. I wouldn't be too surprised if somebody comes flying down this trail on their bike. I can hear some kind of either a dirt bike or it sounds like a dirt bike. It might come flying right by me. Be kind of fun or crazy. Yeah, there's definitely activity out here. I think it's a fairly popular place for off-road vehicle type activities. Seems like every time I've been over here, they've heard or seen people out here, which is kind of surprising because it's really out in the middle of nowhere, to be honest. Okay, let me turn this off and get it on the tripod. All right, I guess I'll try to do the reading now. And I'll probably end the stream here because I need to have good attention as I'm going down, especially just in case I encounter a biker or something. That would be nuts. But yeah. Let's see, I need a phone. Okay. So we're going to be reading Psalm 136. Woo. Try not to knock my phone over. Hopefully that's a decent angle there. All right. Say a prayer, then do a reading. Thank you, Lord, for this great hike today and keeping me safe on the trail, as crazy as it is. Pray that you keep everybody else safe out here who's having adventures. Thank you for my streaming community on the various platforms. Pray that you bless each one of them as they come by, and just their closing day of the weekend for them. Pray that you give them rest and relaxation if they have a day off today. And just thank you for your word and all that it means to me and everybody who's following you, Lord. And I pray that you would use it to bring others to you, even as I read on my live stream this year. Pray that you would be blessing others and giving them a chance to see a little bit about you and learn about you and hopefully know you someday. Help me to read this psalm clearly and understand it. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, Psalm 136. Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His loving devotion endures forever. Give thanks to the God of gods. His loving devotion endures forever. Give thanks to the Lord of lords. His loving devotion endures forever. He alone does great wonders. His loving devotion endures forever. By his insight he made the heavens. His loving devotion endures forever. He spread out the earth upon the waters. His loving devotion endures forever. He made the great lights. His loving devotion endures forever. The sun to rule the day. His loving devotion endures forever. The moon and stars to govern the night. His loving devotion endures forever. He struck down the firstborn of Egypt. His loving devotion endures forever. And brought Israel out from among them. His loving devotion endures forever. With a mighty hand and an outstretched arm. His loving devotion endures forever. He divided the Red Sea in two. His loving devotion endures forever. And led Israel through the midst. His loving devotion endures forever. But swept Pharaoh and his army into the Red Sea. His loving devotion endures forever. He led his people through the wilderness. His loving devotion endures forever. He struck down great kings. His loving devotion endures forever, and slaughtered the mighty kings. His loving devotion endures forever. Sihon, king of the Amorites. His loving devotion endures forever. And Og, king of Bashan. His loving devotion endures forever. And he gave their land as an inheritance. His loving devotion endures forever. A heritage to his servant Israel. His loving devotion endures forever. He remembered us in our low estate. His loving devotion endures forever, and freed us from our enemies. His loving devotion endures forever. He gives food to every creature. His loving devotion endures forever. Give thanks to the God of heaven. His loving devotion endures forever. That was kind of cool. All right. Well, that's it for this reading. I think I'll probably end the stream here. It's slightly possible I could get all the way down before the signal cuts out, but there's also a pretty good chance this is about the last place for a good signal. So I think I'll just call it here, pack up my stuff so I don't have to be like fumbling with a bunch of gear when I'm going down this crazy steep hill. So yeah, thanks for joining me, everybody. I'll probably do another live stream today if I have a good signal. Oh man, there's some cool stuff down there. I wish I could just go explore it. You know, all these lava flows and stuff down there are pretty cool and lots of details. There's kind of a crevice down there between some of the rocks that looks interesting. But anyway, I will see if I can find another place with a good signal, and if so, might do another live stream and reading and stuff. Otherwise, we'll see. But yeah, thanks everybody for joining me again, and we'll see you all next time.